It's time to meet contestant number 5. I'm really excited. This is my lucky number, so I'm hoping things go fantastically with contestant number 5. So it's really rainy today, and I was thinking to myself, what's a good place to take a book on a date? And all of a sudden, I had this flash of my youth. I was thinking about when I was young, like teenage years, what was the cool place to go where you'd go check out guys and kind of cruise. And if you did have like a date or something, that's where you'd go in like middle school or or high school, mostly middle school. And I was like, the mall, of course, because you can go to the food court and get some food, and you get to choose what you want, they can choose what they want, and then you can also then cruise the mall and see what's going on. Maybe you'll get some jewelry at Claire's. And then if there's a Blockbuster, you'd go to Blockbuster. There's no Blockbuster here. Go to like Mrs. Fields, or I think they don't have that now, but they have like Annie M's, the pretzels. I don't think they had that when I was younger. I think it was Orange Julius that we'd go get the orange soda or the orange drink from. Might have been a different company, but they do have an Orange Julius here, so I'm going to see what they have. And they do have a really large food court seating area here, so it'd be a nice place to go sit and read my book. And then I'll just wander around and check out the mall. Maybe I'll go smell some candles at Bath and Body Works. Maybe I'll go get a makeover at Macy's. I don't know. Sky's the limit when you're at the mall. We'll see what my date wants to do. I'm pretty sure that it just wants to read. And that's what I want to do. I want to read my book. So I'm going to head in now, and we'll see how things go.
Tongue-tied midnight. You can say all that you want, but you and I were meant for this. You know, sometimes we hide behind.
Okay, first things first, I wanted to make sure I looked cute for my date, so I got some adorable little earrings. Figured this would be perfect for the rain.
I'm here tonight. I don't want to say it, but it just feels right.
Okay, initial thoughts on contestant number 5 is that I recognize the name Britt Marie, and it's also a long one, so we'll see how long it takes, how long I'm going to be here at the mall. Another favorite of my childhood. Okay, so I am a little ways through, and so far it's about this young girl. She's 7, Elsa, and she's very cute, but also precocious. And she has a grandma who is a spitfire and a lot of trouble. And there's a part of me that's wondering if she'll pick this, because I was very close to my grandma, and she was a bit of a spitfire in her own special ways. Not quite like this granny, but definitely a special relationship there. It's cute, and I'm enjoying the back and forth between the grandmother and the granddaughter right now. They're a lot of fun, and they're currently in jail. So Grandma and I never did that. Ultimately, it's really easy to read. I'm getting through it pretty quickly. It's sweet, and I don't yet know what the intention of the story is. There was a mention in the beginning about superheroes. Her grandmother believes every kid should have a superhero they look up to, and my guess is that this granny is the superhero for this young girl, because she has done a lot. She used to be a surgeon until they basically kind of pushed her out of the job. And the grandmother is definitely politically incorrect, and the little granddaughter does correct her sometimes. So that's interesting too, because certainly we've all had that family member. And then we've got Elsa's mom, who is very, practical, put together. She's got everything scheduled out. She's very organized. And to be honest, it could be argued that if I were to ever have a kid, I would be like Elsa's mom, and my mom would be the chaotic granny. Except my mom's a rule follower. Aside from the breaking the rules, my mom is definitely wild. And I'm the one that does all the planning and is more serious and am no fun. Okay, so my date has ended and I have left the mall because I wanted to talk about the book a little bit, but there were some kids who showed up like towards the end of my reading and they were kind of loud. So I figured I'll just come out here and talk from the quietness of my car. It was pretty cool to see the number of teenagers and preteens hanging out at the mall. You know, the mall is still a pretty cool place. So one of the things we do learn in this is that Elsa's grandmother is dying of cancer. And that's pretty rough. That's really rough. It's going to be very rough for this little girl because her grandmother is everything. She loves her mom. She's very close to her mom, but her grandmother brings the light into her life and is her superhero and has created a life of fairy tales for her because Elsa does struggle to make friends. She struggles in her interactions with her peers because a lot of people don't quite understand her, but her grandma does. And so when she loses her grandma, I already know it's going to be devastating. And that also means that I'm pretty sure I know what this book is. I don't remember the name, the title of the book, but I know what book it is and who wrote it. I expect it's going to be a very sad one. I will say, Shell, very clever ending on the section where it said that Elsa taught her grandmother how to play World of Warcraft because I taught my mom and my grandma how to play World of Warcraft, and the both of them got super addicted to it. So that was pretty fun, and I know you did that intentionally. It was hilarious. Yeah, my grandma played World of Warcraft all the time, and it was so fun because she didn't know half of what she did in the game, but she loved it so much, and she was great at soloing. Whenever we tried to get groups together, it was rough, but she just was so good. It was awesome, and that was a fun little, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know why Shell picked this. And I know that if I pick this, it is going to be a beautiful and devastating read. And I will probably sob my eyes out. But I like sad books, and I do love having those nostalgic moments about people that I love and care about. So, I don't know, this is a good contender, a really good contender. It's like hitting close to home is what it's doing. All right, so that's my date number 5, and I'm very curious how many of you actually figured out this book. Let me know in the comment section down below because I feel like this one, some people might know, but some people might not. And I am very excited to hear what my matchmaker says about why she picked this book for me.
We've made it halfway there. Contestant number 5 is imaginative and full of heart. My grandmother asked me to tell you She's Sorry by Frederick Bachman. Now I picked this as a match for you because it's contemporary fiction and it's about people. It's about family, love, grief. It is very much a character-driven book, exploring relationships within an apartment building, and especially the relationship between a girl and her grandmother, and loss. And I think that you would love this. It's also got elements of whimsy and hope and fantasy. And I think that it will touch you greatly. Have fun.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see what happens with contestant number 6. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you later. Bye.